The Switch 2 came out, and some people love it, and some people bought it day one, despite crapping on it for like the past 3 months. I don't really get that. And some people are not buying it because $450 or $500 for the Mario bundle is just too much for a Nintendo console. And in this video, I want to discuss the chances of a price drop and really, is there any chance of it happening? Just a state of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, before I start this video, I don't want this to be a super negative video. I think the Switch 2 has some pretty cool features, and while I don't have one myself, I do plan on buying it someday. But as for price drops, will there be a price drop? But if I had to take a look at Google, I would say no. Now, before you click off the video, allow me to explain. With the 3DS, that thing was not going very well when it launched. There was barely anything to play when it first came out. The few games that did come out were pretty mid. And the initial price, $250, was a bit much for the 3DS, so they had to slash the price to $170, which is a pretty significant price cut. And I thought that would have been a similar case for the Nintendo Switch 2, because everybody was outraged about the expensive price. Sadly, this does not seem to be the case, since literally right here, the first thing that pops up on the Google AI, which I know is not really the best place to get information, it is the fastest selling Nintendo console, or the fastest selling console ever. And it sold 3.5 million units globally within the first 4 days. And I've seen a ton of websites also pretty much restating this. Nintendo Switch 2 outsells the OG Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 sets records. Pretty clear this was a smashing hit, and this is not going to be like a 3DS moment where they get slashed. And to make things worse, availability, just like any console launch, it's not very available, is it? So I know Nintendo was out here saying that they're going to have enough Switches where scalping isn't going to be an issue. Yet, taking a look at eBay, it seems to be a bit of a different story. I do know that every blue moon we get a good deal on Nintendo consoles. Like I know the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch Lite deal where it was like $20 off and it came with Animal Crossing New Horizon, which was a really good deal, taking the fact that Nintendo hardly ever does deals. I guess you are saving a bit of money if you buy the Mario Kart bundle, taking the fact that game is $80. And I just wanted to clear this information. I've seen a lot of YouTubers saying that the Switch 2 was a big failure. While it could lose sales over time and become a big Wii U 2, looking at the information right here, it looks like this thing is a smashing hit. Like, if people didn't want to succeed, I don't know why they bought it. I plan to buy it again. Like, I don't want this to be a super negative Switch 2 bad video just to go buy it day one. For any of the people who are expecting a price drop, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I highly doubt it. Again, I'm no economist, so I may be wrong, but just going off common sense in the internet, it looks like it's going to be sticking with its price.